Hello, hello everybody. This is Bugsy No Name, not Bugsy John Curl, because honestly, I am not doing this in character. This, so here, people want to. So honey, what? So honey, tell tell me
I'm
what.
trying to remember exactly what happened. What happened was they were trying to destroy a 9/11 memorial because it offended Muslims. And one of the universities, and it was done a while back. That's why I'm trying to find the video exactly that I saw.
Either way,
And you're the one wanting to do a reaction though because of it, but I'm just trying to find the exact video.
But they want to ban what? They want to ban 9/11 stuff, or what is it?
That's what I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to find it.
But either
Hang on, is this it?
But either way it goes. Either way it goes, if certain campuses are really trying to stop people, doing memorials for 9/11, all I gotta say is this. I understand it may be offensive to Muslims, but again, folks lost a lot of friends, relatives, and various other people in their lives because of 9/11. Not we, and I'm not like, oh, it's every Muslim's fault, because no, it's not. It's not. Just the people who were involved in that shit. Those are the people we blame. But listen, these people, some of these people are still, some of these people have to look at this day and think of this day as where they lost their friends, their mothers, their fathers, their grandparents, everybody.
I lost someone for 9/11.
Who? Who, beautiful?
Of course, I'm not going to do much, you know.
See, my girlfriend lost somebody.
It was a member of the family, really. A friend to the family.
Yeah.
Here it is. Found it.
Oh, okay.
Found it. It was done about September 3rd.
Last year? Or this year?
Reacting to this.
Last year? Was it last year or this year?
Hang on. Gonna link it to you. Done by Sinatra Says.
Alright, hold up, everybody.
I finally got around to checking out my subscription feed, but dang, man.
Anyways, guys. Now.
There you go.
Okay, hold up, everybody. I'm gonna have to dim the lights a little bit. There we go.
Please note, I did not ask him to do a response to this, but again, it's a bias. That's what it is, a bias. But I'm not sure if you know how to get it. I will agree, maybe some Muslims did lose their lives in the process. But the thing is, who attacked? I shouldn't even go.
This just happened. Oh, so I'm not late. Okay, cool.
So until further notice, that's where all live streams, ghost poo, and any of that stuff. They did ban and discourage memorials because of the Muslim bias. So why would
those who watch me on my or know anything about me, you gotta know why I don't. I really honor this day.
The school's bias protocol.
Yeah, you know, what kind of person.
All right, hun. Let's us all listen to this video here.
Thing said that the project creates an environment where students from a Muslim background would feel singled out and or harassed.
Can I just say one thing? I mean, I don't understand. Okay, if you're a Muslim, I probably don't understand, but you gotta understand. You gotta understand too. They're not really. They're not really pushing any hate on you. It's the people who are responsible for that attack. I know some.
Exactly.
I know we got some ignorant motherfuckers that may blame you for that. But
I ought to know.
But trust me, Not everybody's blaming you. They're blaming the people who crashed those planes into the Twin Towers, not you guys. So I don't think that I'm blaming you because fuck, I ain't that kind of person.
You never blame the entire group for the decisions or choices made by a few. You only blame those few people for the actions they did upon themselves. Mm-hmm. They are therefore the terrorists. They are the extremists of your group. While most people would say you should, but you know what? There are good Muslims out there. There are actual good Muslims. People who actually do want to condone the law. People who do actually want to do right. This is not biased to you. You keep doing the right thing, people. You keep doing it. But look, a lot of people died.
We lost a lot of people that day.
I'm just going to honor it the way I can because
there were a lot of fires and a whole bunch of shit.
People died. People ran.
Even my dad.
People couldn't help but suffer.
Even my dad was still alive. He said Dad even said we got. When Dad was still alive and he was still around, he was like, we gotta pray to this. And Dad don't. And let me be honest with you. My dad rarely prayed when it. Dad only prayed whenever there was actual stuff he.
Legit big crisis,
mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This was a legit tragedy that should not have occurred under any circumstance. This is a tragedy we are trying to prevent in today's world from happening again so that such bias, as you claim, does not happen anymore. This is why we try to spot the signs before it happens. That way another martyr like this does not occur. That way no more racism can be pushed against any specific group.
Even though we all know racism will always exist in some shape or form.
You believe that? Yeah,
Trust me, it's real.
I know. To some degree it will, but as long as we push, I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional.
So anyways, guys, the way I see it is a bunch of people that ain't even Muslims are offended by this. And let me just put this out there. If actual Muslims on your campus do not have problems with this because they understand that people lost.
I think the actual Muslims would have a problem with this because again, it is based on the few that did.
Yeah, but I feel like a bunch of people. I feel like these people. I feel like the people who are probably offended aren't the people that should be in the group of being offended. I just feel like it's been done by a bunch of special snowflakes. Yeah, and I'll say it right now, right here. I feel like most of you guys and some of you guys' freaking colleges and campuses, some of you act like special freaking snowflakes.
Act like children, more like. Pushing for this kind of thing disrespects what happened that day to the people it happened to.
Yeah, for some people the wounds are still fresh.
There's Muslims that died. Yeah. And this is biased to them too, who lost Muslim family in that accident. No, not accident, in that tragedy.
Mm-hmm. You guys.
How is this disrespectful to anybody? It's only playing pity party games to people who want pity party games to be played on.
And I feel like a bunch. I feel like a
bunch of biased,
And I feel like a whole bunch of social justice warriors are responsible for this. I personally believe that because, I feel like some people would understand why this is here.
As a result, Ripon College students will not be allowed to hang flyers as part of the vigil to remember the victims of September 11th. Let's just take a second to remember that Muslims were the religion of choice of the hijackers that caused September 11th. It started this huge war. Now somehow 3,000 dead Americans means Muslims are the victims
Some
and
of
need to be
which were
protected on
Muslim.
9/11 when we're supposed to remember the victims killed by Muslims. This is why higher education is pointless. Why can't you remember a certain thing? What are we gonna ban D-Day next because it's racist to Japanese? What are we gonna fucking forget about the Boston
Tony, pause
bombing?
that.
Yep.
He actually makes a very valid point on that statement. We can't go actually doing things like this because we feel like it would be offensive to some groups. People were actually trying to advocate for the banning of 4th of July because it would be offensive to Native Americans, of whom were again put through things because we invaded their land. And it's the same thing with what's happening in the UK and Britain and even in Australia itself. It's like we can't either honor or respect what happened that day because it's gonna offend.
Can I take a minute? Okay, some people want to ban 4th of July. You know that's Independence Day, guys. That's when we basically got our independence from Britain. Are you guys saying I'm done? Y'all,
Getting
some of you.
independence from Britain is not something worth celebrating. Do you know what would happen if we lost that? Like, really, you're not going to consider for 2 minutes what happened if we didn't win our independence. Why shouldn't we celebrate that?
Like the 9/11 thing, I can get, and some people not celebrating Thanksgiving because of the whole Native American things. I get. Hey guys, let me tell you a funny story. So it's not really funny. It's just I was trying to at my school at my old school there was like a freaking thing, right? I was supposed to type in this question like what does Thanksgiving mean to me? So I put this just detailed thing of how I felt about it, and then only half of what I wrote only half of what I wrote was put in there, and they just all thought I was just a dude that just loved I just loved Thanksgiving for the other half of it, and I didn't care about the Native Americans who died, which wasn't really the case in my original thing, but it was the only half that actually showed up, which I was like, people were looking at me like, you just like freaking Thanksgiving, boy. No, they were looking at me like
actually the thing that needs to be taken about each of these holidays, and I think I'd like to bring up Halloween as a fine example of this, is that originally Thanksgiving was a lot like how Halloween is, except over the years it has been saturated to the point it has. Now it's about family, not about bringing, cultures together. It's about family and Thanksgiving. And Halloween used to be about begetting ghosts and spirits. Now it's about dressing up in funny costumes and just going out to the tree for fun.
And scaring the bejesus out of your best friends.
Yes, spooky ghost stories and spooky skeletons. The point we're trying to make is, yes, there is the origins of certain holidays that may be deemed disrespectful, and maybe that's why certain holidays, certain things have changed to the degree they have. Certain things will never lose their original context, like 4th of July and September 11th, but that doesn't mean we can't honor them or celebrate them. They are a part of our history as is.
And we can't deny our history, ladies and gentlemen. The people
that is if you want to continue being, I'm not saying you actually know what I'm going to say is actually would be insulting.
We can't deny our history, boys and girls.
What
happened on September 11th still happened. We can't just sweep all that. We can't sweep everybody who died under the rug because it pleases a certain group. We can't.
We've got to take into consideration that every group was affected that day. It was the World Trade Center. Does anybody remember that? It's the World Trade Center that got hit.
Mm-hmm.
And how important that was to the world at the time. It was a very valuable monument, not only to our culture, but to the culture of the entire world.
You know, John.
And it
You
got
know,
pushing one vote.
and you know, Jon Stewart actually lived in New York City, like right near the Trade Center. And when he did the Daily Show, even he was choked up about it.
I think those who think that we should pay respect to only one specific group are disrespectful to everyone else in the process. Because that World Trade Center was made for everyone, not just that one minority group. It was for everyone.
Ergo, why the terrorists hit it? Because it was important to us. And that's why they did the way they did. They wanted to break our spirits.
And I think these days the kids don't even understand the context of 9/11
because they're too busy being special snowflakes.
Okay.
Because they're too busy being special little snowflakes and social justice warriors. I'll fight for you, motherfucker. I've been fighting for people before. I've been fighting for people when my fucking channel began. Where were you all at?
Oh, and then there's a conspiracy theory that it was planned from the start.
Honey, we're not talking about that.
Okay,
conspiracy
let's not call
theory.
Conspiracy theories. Go on and continue the video.
We're not talking about that. People can go ahead and think that, but again, folks, those conspiracy theories are the most disrespectful things ever, and I know if you believe that shit.
I'll admit, I agree with that.
But if you believe that shit, keep it to yourself. Like, I know some people who actually believe that shit, and they be like, looking at these guys and like, why are you offended? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm like, dude. No, I had friends like that once, and they were like, it was an inside job. I'm like, no, it wasn't. Fuck, you guys want to believe every fucking little conspiracy under the sun, but this isn't one, and it's very disrespectful. Can we just drop it? Keep it to yourselves. Keep it to your channels. And now I'm all for finding out the truth. But y'all be rubbing, like, this conspiracy theorists be rubbing salt in people's wounds, man. Y'all conspiracy theorists don't really understand that shit. Like, seriously, I don't understand. I don't understand any of that shit. Anyways, all I'm saying is this whole we need to remove the freaking September 11th memorials is just some stupid thing that colleges want to do. Fuck, people can't even dress up for Halloween in their campuses anymore.
They succeeded where Catholics and Christians who now viewed a paganistic tradition, they succeeded where they failed. Just saying.
Yeah, either way. Either way, though, it's just like, listen, I know all you little special snowflakes out there don't really understand, because you special snowflakes haven't really lived anywhere else, and you probably have a family who basically shields you from the outside world. I'm only guessing. I'm not saying this is fact. But you gotta understand, other people experienced 9/11 very differently. A lot of people still feel that pain. A lot of people will always feel that fucking pain, that sadness. And maybe because you will never feel it because you're either too young, like myself, or really just don't care because none of your family members were in that freaking in the freaking were at ground zero when it happened. Know this. Remember, other people than you have different experiences, different ways of seeing things. And just because just because some of you guys don't see it that way, that don't mean any other that doesn't mean the people who did experience it or lost somebody. That doesn't mean we should sweep them under a rug either. It's still a very painful subject to them. See, that's the thing though. I don't think USGW's ever really lost somebody. You know, because that shit is painful. That's the kind of pain. Like, I deal with that fucking pain every day now because my dad is no longer here, and I feel this pain every day that I am alive. And trust me, it's not like I'm hiding it. I have good days, I have bad days. So the people who were affected during 9/11, they got good days, they got bad days. They got days where they just grind, they got days where they're good. I don't think, I don't think any Muslim would truly be offended. I just feel like these are the people who are offended are not the freaking group that would actually be offended. I find it very despicable that these campus college boards would be like, remove it because we don't want people to be offended. Let me tell you something. You're in the real world. Shit will offend you. People will call you names. People will call you any fucking name under the book. Some of them being racist. But you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You can't fucking change the world. You can't stop people from doing what they do. You have to learn to deal with it instead of always trying to push it away because it displeases you. That's the real reason. That's the real reason I hate USJWs. Because you feel the need to keep on pushing people. You feel the need to keep on pushing everything that displeases you away. Oh. Hold on, everybody. I lost Dan.
All these things, or
I lost Dan. Hold up, guys. Man. Excuse me, everybody. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, folks, when it really comes down to it, some of you SGWs really don't understand actual life. What it means to actually live in the real world. Despite, some of you guys don't understand what it means to live in the real world. And because you guys are always deluded and you're thinking that everybody's going to offend you. Yes, people are going to offend you. That's why you need to learn to get a tougher skin. When I started YouTube, you want to know how many people offended me, called me names, said every other name in the book, a few racial slurs too.
Honey, can we please get back to the video?
Yeah, I'm getting to that, but there's a point to what I'm trying to say. Listen.
Okay.
Listen, every SJW in the world. You can't be offended for a group that you can't be offended for one group if they're not offended. You can't be offended for somebody. You can't. I think that's about it, guys. That's all I got, really. Let's get to this point right here.
So that's literally everything except White Male Month, which is fine. But I don't understand why the fuck you have everything except White Male Month, yet ban the memorial.
White Male Month.
Oh yeah, they had that.
I'm not gonna touch
Where I
that one
think
with a
white
10.
males are no longer allowed on campus to help make everyone else feel better. I'm not entirely sure. I could be getting that
I'm
wrong.
not even going to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. What in the fuck?
They also had this one time when they literally had to force a professor who was white and male off the campus by yelling at him like a bunch of monkeys.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Just, to me, you want to talk about racism? There's racism. That's racism at its finest.
No,
Way
to me, it's just idiots thinking that, this is offensive. It's like I said, it's just a bunch of people thinking that everything is offensive.
No. They were judging him based on the color of his skin and even gender and telling him that because of it, he has to get off the campus.
Yeah. But the thing is, he probably didn't do anything that was racist. But the point I'm trying to make is, they're offended by him. But the point is, they're offended by him for nothing.
Yep.
I'm like,
the guy did absolutely nothing to offend these kids, and yet he's demanded to be off campus because he exists.
Did that dude get a new? Did that dude ever get a new job? He needs to.
I hope he did.
I hope he
because
did.
honestly, if I disgrace like that, I'd be like, fuck you, bitches. I cannot believe you want to claim you're of higher morality than me and that somehow you're oppressed.
I'd have been like, I'm old. If I was that dude, I'd be like, I'm older than you motherfuckers. You know what? Peace.
Actually, I can't believe how old I am. I'm probably older than all of them. I don't know. Who knows? Honestly, the way people act on campuses with all these feminist
SJW.
What are they called?
Feminist SJW courses.
No, I'm talking about the art shows they try to have.
Oh, you mean when the chicks were fake masturbating to fake penises, like they actually had some? They're like, oh.
Yes, I kind of want to show up at one with a recording of Howling Monkeys on my phone.
No. I want to go to
and
one.
And in the audience, raise it up.
I want to go to one and just be like,
volume and say you sound like this.
No, I want to go to one and just tell every last one of them to shut the fuck up. Like, what is this even? I'd be like,
I compare their artwork to genuine artwork.
I'd be like,
what is monkeys?
I know, but I'd be like, what is this even demonstrating? The fact that a bunch of you guys are so uptight you can't even fart. The fact that you don't want any dude to touch you because you think that every dude has like a bunch of KY jelly in their freaking car ready to give you the old heave ho. That's an actual move, guys.
They need a better way to distribute their artwork, if not portray it in a better manner, than for me to freaking compare it to Howling Monkeys, who can portray their artwork in a far more better and mysterious way than these apes can. And yes, I'll consider them apes because we are comparable to apes in the evolution chain, whether or not they identify as wolves. True. I don't care what they identify as. I'm just going to put wolves out there just for the fucking sake of it.
True. And also, I know this is we're kind of done with the 9/11 part. We're just kind of airing our grievances.
And you did not even watch the entire video.
Yeah, but
context.
Yes, but I read enough. A bunch of these people are just pissed. A bunch of these people are just pissed because they feel offended.
I I hope someone in the audience can actually do that to these howling witches. Honestly,
That's basic.
it would make for a good show. Because then these witches would actually have something to compare their artwork to genuinely instead of actual singing people. People who can sing up on stage that are like Celine Dion or heck,
So
a lot of the opera singers of the
so at this
Viking
point,
Age.
I remember this one Leafy video where these fucking two chicks were up on stage talking about kids can't play cops and robbers or they'll get actual trigger fingers. What the fuck does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, that in my house.
Your guess is as good as mine,
And they're
honey,
like,
on that one.
and they're like, not in my house, white male son. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Maybe that'll help me feel.
It's just like, oh, you guys are gonna. I feel like a bunch of these people are gonna raise a bunch of pussies. And I mean, like,
They're not
like,
only a bunch of raging pussies, they're a bunch of raging pussies who have never gotten laid in their life or don't know how it even works to begin with, possibly.
that's because they're probably
Who
like,
knows?
ew, penis, ew, my uterus, ew, ovaries.
I don't know if that's an accurate comparison, but it may be.
I don't know.
I mean, given the way they act to men, it kind of is comparable to a little child saying, "Ew, guys, I'm going, bye."
Yeah.
And then just all the men like that.
Again,
or probably see men as good fools to get themselves a quick rich scheme.
Again, we're done with the 9/11 part. We're just airing our grievances about freaking SJWs at this point.
Actually, my last point on the SJW memorial that they're trying to actually, get rid of, my final point on that is that what I've said before, I'll stand by. I am going to honor this day, however, please, if people feel the need to remove it because of one minority group or few, keep in mind what was destroyed was for everyone, not just that small minority, or for the majority, I think should be the proper statement. Their minority group was included because it was the World Trade Center that was destroyed.
When this happened, we all united. And in that way, you were black, white, Asian, freaking.
Isn't it strange? We united, and now we're divided.
Even Canada was like, yeah, it's all right,
Let's
eh?
aid
Even Canada.
Aid America, our cousin next door.
Yeah, even Canada was like, hey, we're going to help you. We all banded together that day. And even like a few months after that, that was like, I never saw that before, just people being unified. I'm used to people fighting each other in the streets. I've seen that shit.
Kind of sad how people go once in a while. We go from being united to being divided. People only care about themselves at the end of the day. They only care about what they want in the process, rather what's good for everyone.
That's what
including hate.
That's what all people in SJWs do, really.
Yep, and that's the sad fact of this group.
Oh, hun, did I tell you about that John McIntosh guy?
No, I don't even know who John McIntosh is.
Oh, let me tell you. So this dude, he's like a guy that works straight up for Nita Sarkeesian, right? So, so this dude basically went and said, I know everyone's gonna like the new Fallout game, but everybody having control of nukes is scary. I don't care who you are.
Oh, that guy. Mm-hmm. Is he the soy boy of Anita Sarkeesian? Or should I say the soy bottom bitch of Anita Sarkeesian?
Yes, he is. That's what I believe.
That's bottom bitch. I was wondering when he was resurfaced.
And to me, I'm like,
would let him out of her cellar
I'm
to
like,
use.
yeah, out of her not sex dungeon. At that point, it's just the dungeon.
You a violent woman.
At that point, it's just a dungeon. It's not even used. It's not even used for sex.
But yeah, it's good to hear he's back again. I was wondering if he was even okay down there. I'll admit he does look a little cute, if not supremely naive in his attempts. Ooh.
People. Oh yeah. Well, since we're done with our main topic, also I want to just say one thing. People, please stop asking me to do more Yandere Death videos. I did one. We ain't doing two. Unless he does something really, really stupid, and then I'm gonna be like, I have arrived. But really, if there's anything we can take away from this, don't let these SJWs or whoever tell you how to feel on this day. If you want to remember the people who lost their lives, you're well within your right to do so. No matter what these stupid SJWs or college campus boards say, if you want to freaking honor these people, honor them. But since I got you guys here for a moment, we're gonna be
off the SJW topic before I start going full bitch mode on them. And you know what I'll do to some of them if I get the chance.
Sonic YouTubers. Boys! Actually, I'll stop this right here because honestly, Neither Win has like a Sonic. Neither Win has a Sonic YouTuber thing, and I kind of want to do that as a separate video. But see you guys later.
Okay.
See you guys later. I am Bugsy. I'm Bugsy No Name, the chaotic mind behind the Big 3 Box Network, and I shall see you all. I'll see you on the next video. We're going to be talking about Spider-Man, hopefully if I can get it done quick enough.
I'm Annie the Enigma, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys, and remember, keep it chaotic.